terrible crash. A terrifying accident.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to this edition of Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey, and as always, I greatly appreciate you guys joining us today. A special thanks to all the new subscribers we have picked up in the last couple of weeks. Man, I've just been overwhelmed with the number of new subscribers who have joined us. Hey, go back and look at some of our old videos. You can see some of the work we've done on these old NASCARs we like to restore, plus the old vintage cars we like to restore. And you can follow along and catch up where we are right now on the 1988 Buick Regal Winston Cup car that we are restoring. But we just got back in from Pensacola, Florida, at Five Flags Speedway at the 54th annual running of the Snowball Derby. The racing was okay this year. The weather was great. Good to see a bunch of old friends and go there and hang out for 5 days. But even though the racing was kind of, a little more follow the leader this year, all of the talk centered around the accident that took place in the Pro Truck Series race Friday night. It just was horrendous seeing the impact that Hunter Johnson had with the wall, and then to be hit by John Hale while he was airborne was just horrendous. That accident actually happened right in front of us, where Hunter Johnson made contact with the wall was literally right in front of our seats, about 20 feet away. And the impact was just, I honestly thought it was going to be a really bad turnout for that accident. I was so thankful to Lord that they were both able to walk away. Now, Hunter did end up with a fracture to one of his vertebrae in his back, but he was able to come out to the track Saturday night and to address the fans and thank those emergency workers who were able to assist him after the accident. But I want you to watch some of the footage I have here. Some of this footage is from Speed 51, and some other footage is off of Hunter Johnson's Facebook page. But I want to address some of the safety issues that we all can learn from this accident. And at the end of the video, I want to show you some stuff that you really need to take a look at in your personal racing efforts. If you race cars, trucks, whatever you do, or you're a drag racer or whatever, you need to take your safety precautions serious. So we'll take a look at that at the end of the video. But right now, let's pick up with some of the action. We'll be right back with you. When Johnson made contact with the wall, it happened right in front of us, literally striking the retaining wall about 25 feet in front of our seats. The debris from his truck was scattered everywhere, and again, everyone was kind of in shock, not believing what they'd just seen. This is where Hunter first made contact with the wall, and as you can see, it took out 2 large chunks of concrete. Now, he actually got up and got into the fence about another 15-20 foot down the fence line, but he actually made original contact here, and I marked the chunks of concrete that came out. People behind us and to our right actually got some debris in their eye, but luckily no spectators were hurt. Where Hunter made contact with the wall after he got hooked and turned was literally 20 to 25 foot at the most directly in front of us. This is looking from our seats there in turn 1. I cannot tell you how violent the impact was, literally shaking the whole grandstands there in turn 1. It was just tremendous impact, making the stands shake. Here's a little better picture of the place where Hunter made contact with the fence, breaking the support pole for the catch fence. If you look just to the very bottom left of the corner, you can see where the concrete is busted out of the wall where he first originally made contact. while the majority of focus has been on the horrible ride that Hunter Johnson took in the 38 truck, another untold miracle of this accident was the fact that the 96 truck driven by John Hale out of Texas actually went under the 38 truck while it was airborne, making contact directly on the roll cage of the 96 truck. And as you can see in this picture here, major structural damage was done to the roll cage. So it's just as big of a miracle for John as it was for Hunter that both drivers were able to survive this incredible accident. Once they were able to get Hunter out of his truck, out of the 38 truck, and make sure he was okay, they were able to start on the accident cleanup. This video was shot right after the 38 truck was loaded onto the rollback, and you can just see the horrendous impact that the truck took. Once the emergency crew was able to get the 96 and 38 trucks removed off the racing surface, then the focus was put directly on trying to repair the catch fence and retaining wall there at turn 1 where the 38 truck made its initial contact with the wall. The track did a phenomenal job cutting out the damaged post and then getting a new catch fence support post put in, reattaching the cable. And I think the total downtime was just maybe a little over an hour, but it didn't take that long. The next video will show you how the temporary repairs went. I want to give you a little video of the wall repair that the track did the other night. And you can see here when the truck hit how deep it was. So they got some rebar set they're gonna make pour some concrete. Right now they got this plate on here. And I tell you, that was vicious. But that'll be good enough to try to get through the race today. Then they'll get it repaired properly following this racing event today. You can still see some of the concrete still back there in the back. You can see how big the chunks were back there. So pretty big pieces. But we should be good to go today. Someone posted a couple pictures on Hunter's Facebook page showing them trying to deal with a tore up vehicle and the effort it took to try to get it inside of an enclosed trailer. It's never easy trying to get a damaged vehicle inside of an enclosed trailer. It's just hard to do. This particular angle of the truck shows just how blessed and fortunate Hunter Johnson was. If you pay particular attention to the seat, how it's still in its original position, but then how the rest of the cage, primarily on the right-hand side, is all pushed down. But if you notice that bar there that runs with the truck, that's what we used to call the A.J. Foyt bar, that is actually lower than the top of the seat. Just absolute miracle that the truck hit on the passenger side of the cage and not on the driver's side. Just an absolute miracle. Here's a close-up and better angle of just how far the cage just collapsed down below the top of the seat. Again, another view showing the damage to the cage and damage to the seat. This is why you need to have head protection inside your race car with a full containment seat. This is another picture that was posted on Hunter's Facebook page. This is damage to his helmet. Now, I'm not sure if this is from contact with the actual racetrack itself, but you can see there was a lot of scrubbing, and just, again, very, very fortunate that he was able to walk away. However, he did end up with a broken vertebrae in his back, but he was at the racetrack Saturday night and was able to address the crowd, and we're very thankful for that. Okay, welcome back. I wanted to spend the last few minutes here of this episode talking about personal safety equipment. I'm amazed at the number of people who contact me who want to buy safety equipment from me. I'm a dealer for one of the larger speed part warehouses across the country. And people contact me and say, hey, Ronnie, I got my new race car going and I need a cheap fire suit. And I say, man, you don't need a cheap fire suit. You need at least a nice double layer fire suit It doesn't have to be a custom-made fire suit, but you could need to, they sell universal sizes that are double layer. You need to have Nomex underwear under your fire suit. You need to have Nomex shoes that you wear with your fire suit. You need to have gloves. I am amazed at the number of racers, even on the upper levels of your late models, who will not wear gloves. I'm just amazed. And the most important thing is a SA rated helmet. You look here in the back of your helmet, it'll give you the rating and the difference between a SA rated helmet versus a DOT helmet is a DOT helmet is for motorcycles. Well, what's the difference between a motorcycle helmet and a racing helmet? A motorcycle helmet does not have any type of fire protection. And you look inside here, this is a SA 2015 rated helmet. Matter of fact, it's almost time for me to get a new one. But you have to have a Nomex rated helmet, and which means it has a SA number inside of it. Now, so many racetracks across this country, unfortunately, do not have adequate safety personnel. Unlike what we had there at Five Flags this weekend, they take fire and crash is very serious. They have adequate people there, adequate rescue personnel who are trained to do it. Your average dirt track on a Saturday night falls way short, unfortunately, in trying to do fire prevention and fire protection in case you get in an accident where fire is involved. So it's very, very important that you protect yourself. Take that on yourself to protect yourself from fire. Okay, the final piece of equipment I want to talk to you about today is the head and neck support. Guys, I'm just giving you my opinion, okay? You don't know me from Adam. I don't know you from Adam. I know some of you personally. But if you're a total stranger, you have got to take your safety very serious in your race car. Proper helmets, a proper two-layer or multi-layer suit, Nomex underwear, proper glove and hand protection, Nomex shoes, and lastly, and like I say, most importantly, is the neck and head support. After Dale Earnhardt was tragically killed at Daytona, NASCAR took a hard stance and cut out open face helmets, and they made everybody wear neck supports and neck and head supports the following week. And I originally started out with a Hans device. The Hans device kind of dug into my shoulder blades a little bit. I guess I got bony shoulders, but my son wears it now in his late model. But I prefer this hybrid system. It's very, very comfortable to wear, very easy to use. And when you're sitting in the car, you have place for your seatbelts to rest upon this plastic here versus digging it real hard into your shoulders. And of course, your helmet has the loops here, the D-rings, wherever your supports here clip in. Quick release. So you have to have this, guys. Again, this is my opinion. I'm just giving you some friendly advice. You need to take your safety serious inside your race car. And after what I saw this past Friday night at Five Flags Speedway, I said, I'm going to address it with you guys. Hey, do what you want to, but I'm just telling you, you need to take it serious. Nobody else is going to look out for your safety other than you. Welcome back, guys. I hope you don't mind me getting on my soapbox for just a little bit, but I care about you even though I don't know you. The thing we all have in common is we like fast cars and loud cars and going fast, but we got to remember to be safe while we're doing it because nobody else is going to take care of your personal safety except you, okay? It's your responsibility. On the next episode, we're going to get back on the Buick Regal. And we left off last time. Our next big item is to get the dash in there. I'm going to work on the alternator, so we'll do that on the next episode. But as always, appreciate you guys watching Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time. Until then, God bless you and take care.